Good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on what part of the world you're in, family. I hope you're having a great day, and I'm sending you all lots of love. I want to get right into this. Uh, we're going to be listening to clips about the Somalians, but here is the Congresswoman speaking on how they're the fabric of America. This is part of our problem. The immigrants have come here to America and they think because they have been told by the white men they are citizens, that they built this country, that they are the fabric of this country. But what they need to understand, this country was thriving before you all came here. You came here because we were a thriving country and we had great benefits. And you ran from your country. So how are you the fabric of foundation of black American Indians and the Israelites? Let's listen to her.
Has seen themselves as a fabric of this nation. So not only are we not going anywhere,
This is the arrogance of them. You have a country, ma'am, and you can be deported.
We are not going to allow anybody to make us feel less Minnesotan or less American. I don't know.
Really, you're not American because you're not from America. You just a refugee that ran to America for help. And y'all have to humble you all selves.
Remember my timeline news some time ago when I was telling y'all how the Somalians were getting caught up like in a lot of crime in Minnesota, and how this black lady was like, I don't know what it is, y'all, but Minnesota kind of make you go crazy. So this guy basically is saying, hey, like the reason why they're doing that is because they lost Islam, and saying that's the reason why African Americans do bad stuff, and then said they're doing worse than us, like we're the bar for worseness, and that's the reason why we're all corrupt, and tell his people to do better than us. So y'all know I went to the comment section and I had to look at the stats for Somalia. He had a lot of nerve. And one thing Somalians have that we don't is Islam. Like, we don't have whole communities of black folks practicing the Islamic faith. Why do we be on y'all man so tough? And we don't bother nobody. We ain't genocided nobody, colonized nobody, took nobody land. We don't have dancing boys. We don't be trafficking folks like that. We don't have forced marriages. All the stereotypes is finally breaking down because of these new laws exposing what's true, especially affirmative action and welfare. Leave us alone.
And by the way, I have a question for my fellow East Africans only. And don't fight me, because I know how you girls like to say the Bantus are inferior.
Major breaking news. The Somali community in the United States are now facing a trough in the United States, whereby Donald Trump went ahead and actually said they need to be deported over fraud. He announced an immediate termination of temporary deportation in Minnesota, citing fraud. And let me tell you, the Somalians in the United States are actually protesting, whereby some of them in Minnesota are saying they are there to stay, they never get there by mistake. You won't believe this. And according to reports, half of the Somali community in Minneapolis, Minnesota, got there by fraud, according to the Immigration and Customs Services. The allegations include fake marriages, fake documents, fake sponsorship, whereby a lot of people say they are doing business with a particular company, but when they try to cite on that particular company, they find it null and void. And some of them have actually visa overstayed. And according to
This is what I'm saying. They come here with all these fake degrees, certificates, and then once we take them in, do you see how they looking down and talking to us? We're not going anywhere. We're the fabric of this country. How dare you, immigrants? Get in your place. You need to humble yourself. And this is why God is bringing judgment on you all. This is why you all are being deported. Because you got too high-minded. And you followed white supremacists. The white man gonna always tell you a lie to get what they want.
The operation targets specific cases identified by data, not the entire Somalia community. And let me tell you, according to other people, they're saying USCIC did not specify which community were involved in this particular fraud indication. Anyway, my Somalia people from Africa, tell us what's not happening.
No choice. Would you rather live here or would you rather live in a Muslim country? I'd rather live in a Muslim country with my people. Would you prefer to live in America or prefer to live in Somalia?
For me, I think it's Somalia.
You prefer to live in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Would you rather live in America or live in Somalia?
I would rather live in Somalia.
I'm not Americanized. I just speak fluent, and you know what I mean. I'm articulate, and I can articulate what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean. That's about it, but
This is what I'm talking about. They're in our country. I'm Somalian. I'm not black. But now you crying for black people to come help you all. See, you didn't know a lot of the words you all was saying and talking down to us and disrespecting us was gonna come back to hunt you, and it is now. We're delineating. We are resting. We are thinking of how we can make a better future for our children and grandchildren. Foundation of Black American Indians, and Israelites. And keep in mind, Somalians, you can go back to your country. Why are y'all still here if that's where you want to be? You have a country to go to. But our ancestors have made America so great that all y'all want to run over here and then take advantage of our benefits. Come to replace and take.
I mean, as far as my culture and my preferences and everything, it's still Somali, you know what I mean? Even though here you have all the freedom and stuff like that?
And even though I have all the freedom...
You think life might be better in Somalia than here?
Because now you have the freedom of it, of practicing your religion.
Right.
Well, go back home and practice your religion. Who is stopping you all? Because you're not coming to America and practicing your religion. I don't understand it why so many immigrants, and we allowed them to come to America, set up shop, and start pushing their religion, pushing their culture in America. Instead of we letting them know you have to assimilate to become American. You have to speak our language. You have to practice our cultures. Or not, you can go back to your country and practice your cultures.
And doing your other things.
These Somalis in Minnesota, what's going on? Scam after scam. This Somali man scammed hundreds of Somali families out of $1 million. Like, he charged them $25,000 a pop to hold a house for them. So he sold them this scam, like, hey, this is the housing development. This is how it's going to be. You see how it's this right here? Yeah, it's supposed to look like this, but this is what it really looked like for a whole year, almost 2 years. Then the judge finally stepped in and was like, yo, this is fraud. You promising these people these homes, and you haven't even dug into the ground yet. It's still grass. And they try to catch up with this guy. And he already packed all this stuff in a U-Haul truck and bounced.
What?
Right? So now these Somali families are like, man, is he going to give us our money back? Because mind you, he charged them $25
I doubt it.
a pop, each Somali family, and sold them a dream. Excuse after excuse. And he had another fraud before this fraud, right? Where he gave out a fake check to another Somali family.
This is why we do not want to have no alliances with Somalians. You all are scammers, and you came here to try to replace us. But now you're under judgment. Family, like my video if you like it. Share it if you agree. Leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Love y'all. Bye.